I'm Cheryl. Welcome to the whole bucket, or welcome back if you have been here before. I am going to, right now, show you what I've done on the 2 September journals that I have done so far. We're only going to have 2 for September. I know I said I wanted 3, and I tried to do 3, and number 3 is sitting right over there. But there's no way I'm going to get to it. So only 1 for August, only 2 for September. It's just, it's not good, but you know, it's life. So I showed a little video about why I don't video when I make tags and such things. And it turns, the gist of it is, it's because I make them one at a time and I fuss over every little detail and I overthink, and overthinking just isn't good for videoing. So yeah. But these 2 are now almost done. They don't have the details in them. So I am going to try to show the details today. What I did so far was I made paper clips, 2 paper clips for each book. And I pulled out some itty bitty parts and have them for each book and for both books. So let's set this one aside. This one is the nature one, or foresty, I think is what I called it. And this one is the slightly industrial is what I called it, or something to begin with. But I'm thinking Victorian age, Industrial Revolution. Yeah. Okay. So, things I use for finishing up journals and adding detail and covering boo-boos, because that happens, are a lot of the leftover bits. So leftover ribbons, leftover bits of paper, leftover little pictures, sentiments. That's what I was trying to think of. Also, these are in this little pot, and on this sheet, these are art for fingernail people. I'm not a fingernail people. Mine are always full of ink and glue, and I'm not particularly healthy, so they break easy and break weird, and it's a shame. It's a darn shame. I wish I was more of a nail person. But anyway, I use nail art in my journals. So let's get out of tweezers, and we have glues, and I also might ink some more, so I have inks on the side. I have some stamps that I used on the side. For this one, the stamps I used are over here, so let me grab that on the other side of me. It's right here. No, it isn't. Okay, I see one I can use, though. I must have put it away, but here's one I can use anyway for an industrial type journal. Industrial-ish. And I chose this nail art thingy sheet because it's specifically winter. So this right here is icicles, and some of these pictures are kind of snowy. There's some snow-capped mountains, and there's some snow falling around the tulips. So it's winter to springish, but look at this. It's got a square and some lines, and just some lines. So there is some touches of these tulips that are, number 1, blue, which I need to accent a bit for the sapphire purposes in September. And since they have this since they have the straight lines running through stuff, it gives it more of a industrial sort of feel, right? So let's take a look at what we got to do. First of all, do we need anything on this cover? Not really. I mean, I love this picture, So having a cover this simple doesn't really bug me, but could we put a little something on it? Well, of course we could. I don't want that. That's just some sort of cast-off thing. This is actually a 204 nail art also, and it's got a cat hair on it. It's just got this like rubbery end that stays slightly sticky so you can pick stuff up and put stuff down. That doesn't even show up on there. Does it show up on this corner? Oh, it's two different pieces. Look at that. It kind of shows up on this corner. Let me take a look on the screen. Oh, on screen it shows up. Well, until it went glary. This is going to be a little difficult. I don't know if I'll do this or not, but I'm going to give it a few different things a try here. And the reason it's going to be difficult is because of my eyesight and the glare factor that do not work well together. Does it show up on the black part better? Oh, tons better. Okay, so I don't want to put it down on the corners, but what if I put it in here? What if I made some shelf holders sort of out of it? Like that? Oh, so there we got the glare going again. Where would we be without abundance of glare? So I think that's too bulky. I don't like it, but I like the concept. So let's try a different shelf holder. What if we did, well, that's not working either. It would work if it was at a 45-degree angle, wouldn't it? Let's just push that over a little bit and see what we think in the camera image. That's an almost, but I don't like it. That's an almost. So the one was too bulky. That one was the wrong angle. Remember that what I'm saying is 100% opinion, 0% actual rules. But I like to share how I'm thinking so that if I offer inspiration to anybody, they can see how I'm thinking, and they can either try to follow along with my thinking, or if they like it, or decide they don't care for my thinking and just go a totally different direction. But either way, I hope that stuff that I say and do helps. I kind of like a circle in there. What if I did a circle? I gotta turn this one over. What if I did a circle and a little, whoops, there's, I forgot that's dimensional. There. What if I did a circle and a little arm? Yikes. You're getting a glimpse into why I don't, what I said about why I don't film making tags and stuff. Because this is literally what I do for each and every piece. I kind of like that. Okay, so because this is me, I probably want identical on the other side, and I bet, oh, I was just gonna bet I don't have identical, but I do. Look at this. Oh, there we go, and there we go. So I'm gonna do identical on these sides. If I do this at all, watch me get it in place and then decide I hate it. Good grief. That would be like me though. That would be so like me to get these in place and decide I hate it. One of the things I like to tell people when I'm doing true confessions is about how bad I am at making decisions. If I need a pair of socks, I can go to Walmart and Target and Kohl's and the Dollar Tree, and I have no idea, just every store that could carry socks, and spend an hour in the sock department and compare and contrast socks, and then after an hour or two decide I don't like any of them, put them all back, and then leave with no socks. That, unfortunately for me, that is not an exaggeration. Not at all. Someday I'm hoping that I will get my act together in this junk journal making department, and I will be able to make things in advance and then put them together more like a puzzle, then put them together piecemeal. Shoot, I was hoping for a third element, but I just like the two. I don't see a place or a way to do a third. Wait a second, I may have lied. What if I just do something like, not that one. What if I just do something like this, maybe? Just a little something on the bottom. Or, oh, I know. What about this? That weird shape that I had, right? That wasn't quite the right angle for a corner. It kind of is with a circle, though. So if I put that one there and put this one the opposite direction on the other side. Okay, kind of like that. And it's actually four things, but it still makes kind of two elements. And if I wanted to do it even more two elements, I could do this, I think. Let's try it. I can't get it to sit down. Okay, wait a second. Surgical precision here. There we go. I could do that. Join it with another gear. Oh, I like it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this after all that fuss budget-ing. We're going to do this. So, first things first, and I don't know if is my head going to get in the picture? No, probably not. But if it does, I apologize. So, I will move my glue to the other side because I'm going to try to be a left-handed gluer. I want a tiny dot right there. Oh, that's way more than a tiny dot. That's all right. And then we want a bit of a line down here to hold this thing in place. Not too shabby. That went well. Okay, let's do the other side. Other side, other side. Again, too much glue. Glad this glue dries clear. Get that little guy in place. Ah! I have a hitchhiker. There we go. I'm going to create that line for this piece again. And it's up. Oh, there we go. It flipped over on its own. And we're going to swoosh it right in place. There we go. Now we have some little metal brackets on our shelves. And we'll do this thing down here. So I'm going to put the dots down first because left-handed gluing is not a skill I have, as proven by the last two. Let's see. Let's get this one in place. Beautiful. Let's get the other under thingy in place. And let's get the topper in place, although I kind of want extra glue on this one. Maybe not. I can't see. I can't see, people. I wish my eyes were better. I really do. Okay, I'm going to take a little glue at this end and put it on here. And then try to... Oh, that's working. There we go. I did it. It's my proudest moment of the day. Winning in the tiny gears department. Oh, and I did that all off camera. I apologize. Okay, well, there is the end result. We have some metal corner brackets and we have some metal bottom bracket things going on. Once the glue dries, I might take, do I not have a bronze pen anymore? I do. I might take my bronze pen and darken this gold a little bit. I don't like how bright it is, but I'm not entirely sure how it's going to look when it's done, so I will wait. But I might darken that gold a bit to make it look older. All right, so I think that's all I want to do with the front of this journal because of what I said. I like the simplicity of the art on here. And I've actually got it quite layered already. So the dimension in it shows up much better in person than it does on camera, but it is there. And right now on camera, you can see the bottles. They're a little glary, but those are nice. I like it. And they're also dimensionized. Dimensioned. Okay, so we have to remember a couple things. I don't want the actual metal elements to only be on the front. So I see a spot right off the bat where I can possibly put another one. And I think I will grab... Let's see if we can spread these out a little bit and see some of what's available. What if we grab this little guy right here? And what if we just put it right there? Just right in the center of that flower. So my question is, does that just look silly and stupid there? Or does it really add a little bit of dimension? Well, it's too glary on the camera to tell. But I kind of like it. This is really against what I would usually like and go for. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I have a hard time with just one and just simple and just plain. So there it is. And let me show you what I did here. I'm not gonna, I guess this is a flip through and a what I'm doing, but here I have these tucked in. This is a page to write on, right? That's got a tuck on the front of it, and it's got a couple things tucked in, and then it's got the Who Will Tell Your Story right there in the front, tucked into the front pocket. And this, I couldn't figure out how I wanted to attach this journal, this little tiny journal, to its journal. It ended up being magnetized corner-wise. Look at that. I was so happy with that. I just thought that was a fabulous trick. And there's a couple of tiny cards in here. I don't remember. Maybe just one? Nope, two. There's some tiny tags in here, one empty tiny pocket, because I wasn't sure if I liked the upside down pockets or not, but I did do one. Look at that. It looks like it's a flower on a stem, and then you pull it out and it's a different flower on the stem. I can't even tell you how much fun I thought that was when I did it. That cracked me up. All right. Anyway, anywho, that closes with a little magnet, and it's on there with the ribbons that match the book, so I kind of liked that. Let's continue on our way, though. Okay, so right off the bat, I think we need something on this, and I think we should move on to adding some blue. And I think we should go along with the lines that are already there. So I am going to try some of these nail art sticker sheets are better than others. If you're not a nail art person or you don't use these, I don't know if you'd know this, but some of them just fall apart. There is no taking them off, you know? It's ridiculous. So I don't want that. Okay, I want to stagger the lines. I want to add in some blue. I automatically do not like how centered that is, and all that means is that I need to add more in another spot or two. And we could add, okay, so I like this little purple flower, right? But that doesn't add to the geometric parts that I want for this. But look at that. There it is on a circle. And let's see, can we get close enough to see? There you can. Okay, so on the black circle, there is some white geometric lines back there. Totally works. That totally works. Please come off in one piece. It's breaking. It's breaking. It's breaking, people. Let's see if I can get it to come off. Usable. I don't think that's usable. Oh, I see why. Okay, that's not usable. And the why ended up being because the line, the white line, goes higher and lower than the circle you see. So I got to start way down here. I'm glad there's one more because I really want that. There we go. Oh, it's got a square with it too. That's so cool. Where can we put this where that detail is going to show up? I think I'm going to put it right. I think I'm going to put it right somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. How about right here? There we go. I kind of like it right there. And of course I don't like 2s because 2s are an even number and I like my art to be in odd numbers. There are a lot of us out there who think that that's necessary. For those of you wanting to get started or take inspiration or whatever you think of this video, it's not a rule. It's not the law. If you don't want to do your stuff in 3s or odd numbers, by all means don't. I don't know how I feel about tulips in here either, because this is an Asters and Morning Glory book. But, you know, they're flowers. They're beautiful. And I think just to tie everything in even more, I think I'm going to take this guy right here and put it on the corner of the page. So it'll be purple on purple, with just a little bit of the black lines, geometric. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Yep, I like that. I like that. There you go. Take the glare away, but there it is. Purple on purple. Yep, and very geometric. So I have added some blue and some purple. And there we go so far. Let's turn the page. Where else do we need to add some stuff? Well, right here would be good. But I don't know what we should add. You know what I'm lacking that I really need is one of those small stamps that's just a flower, that I can just stamp a little flower. Let's see if we can use this rub-on right here. I think we can. Again, not an Astra or a Morning Glory. Looks more like a... You know what? I have no idea what this flower looks like. It kind of looks like a lupine. Or what's that one that with the blue bells that hang in clusters? I don't remember what that's called. Or is that a lupine? I'm going to look it up later. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going with it anyway. Rub-ons are actually one of my favorite things to use. And I think it might be just because they're fun. There is no real reason they're not better than other things, right? They don't even necessarily always work well. Sometimes they're a serious pain in the rump roast to try to make sure every little speck gets transferred properly. Kind of depends on the quality of the product. It also depends on how you're transferring it. Like right now, I'm using a scoring bone folder, a plastic bone folder, but I'm doing it when the book is already put together. So there are lumps and bumps in there, and it could cause problems. If I had created pages before I put the book together, I wouldn't have these troubles. Okay, let's see if I win. Oh, look at that. Just lovely. I am not real thrilled with the just one blue, as I said before. I'd like something larger, maybe to go up like that. By the way, this ended up being a hung in the air sort of belly band. I'm going to reach behind me quick and see if there's another transfer sheet I could grab. Well, there's a couple of things. There is no blue. There is no blue. It might be alright. I don't know. Is there any blue on this one? I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry for the blank screen. I'm sorry. I'm coming back, I swear. In just a minute. My fingers won't grab this other sheet I see. There we go. Okay. So, ridiculousness ensued. Look what I grabbed. Entirely more than I wanted to. Okay. So, there is a piece of vellum I have with blue flowers. I think that's left over from July. There is more nail art that was in the wrong drawer and is completely the wrong colors. Let's throw that to the side. There are some very cutesy pieces. I don't really want that for this journal. Here's all pink and wrong flowers. Here is all pink and wrong flowers. And too big of a butterfly. Get back in there. This has got some possibility, but I wish I wish that I had seen that fern before, because that fern would go fun behind a flower. It would also go better in the nature journal, so it doesn't really bother me too much that I didn't see that. And let's see what we got here. That would also look better if it was behind the flower. I kind of messed this up, people. I kind of messed this up. There's no blue, though. Might be able to get away with that. So here's what I'm going to try. And I'm going to try with this far flower over here. This is blue and purpley enough to match and pull out the blues a little bit, I think. I'm going to try to tear out just this one flower, more narrow than what you're seeing right now. And I think what I'm going to do is just try to partner it with that one. Oh my, I am not happy with my behavior. Could I just do that? And could I just do, okay, I'm going to try to tear this out even thinner. What if I just do that? That looks stupid. This is also why I don't record the making of tags and such, because I make mistakes and then it takes me forever to figure out how to fix them. Let's see here. Can we fix this problem I've created with anything on here? I'm wondering if anybody watching this is like screaming that they know exactly just what to do. And I'm just being silly not doing it. Okay, I got me an idea. I'm going to check out some of these other bits and bobs. You are not curvy enough. You are. You are kind of. All right, I'm going to start with this one right here. If you are sitting here watching me and you're like, oh my gosh, the answer is obvious, it's right in front of your face, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments and I will look them over and see what I missed, and hopefully you will then inspire me to do something different next time. So I like that. This one is supposed to be the more industrial feeling one though, and I'm kind of wrecking that on this particular page, but I'm thinking it has enough industrial feel from the background, right? Like it's not supposed to be super industrial or anything. All right, I'm going to cut that out too, and not even the whole thing. I think I'm going to try cutting out this much of this thingy right here. Hopefully I'm happy with that amount, because I can't go back and make it larger again. So what if I do that little bit of green right there, and then this little blue coming out of that over the top, and then I think I think one more going the other direction, smaller than the others. So I think this one right here toward the middle, of course. Couldn't be in an easy spot. Okay. Let's see, now we're going back the other direction. And we pile that on, and we have it go up like that. Am I loving this now? I am liking this now. Loving is a little bit strong. But I think I'm going somewhere I can be happy with. So let's see if we can get the backing off. Look at how much glue I have sticking out all over my hands. Oh my goodness. So I was looking for my Scotch tape. If you have problems getting backings off, like I'm having trouble right here, use a piece of Scotch tape. Look how easy that makes it. Peeled right off that time. I think I will go from the leaf and at an angle. And I have to get that out of there because, there we go. There we go. All right, we're gonna put this one right here. Whoa, that was tough decision making, I'm telling you. Tough decision making. Hopefully this will turn out just lovely. Okay, I like that. And then this one was next. Let's get that piece of Scotch tape again. Pull the backing off. Of course, I stuck my fingers all over the Scotch tape and now it's not sticky anymore. Because it's what I do. I just showed you how slick this trick is. And now I've wrecked it. There we go. Come on, get off of there. Okay. Put this one down. So I thought I was going to make a video of how I finished up the details on these two journals I have left. And this one is already 38 minutes long. So I don't think I'm going to do that because that's just getting ridiculous. I might do this one if I can keep it at right about an hour. And then you can just skip around and see, you know, ideas you want to see. Or I might just do what I can in that amount of time. And then you can check in on both of them and how they ended up in the flip through. Because after this stage, they are going to the Etsy store. I have not sold journals in a long time, like none, in quite a while. And part of it, I mean, I know part of the reasons why they're not selling right now, because mine don't sell on Etsy very well. And I know that. And the places that they do sell well, I'm actually not sending them to because I want to build and promote my Etsy store. So right now, I'm not getting a lot of traffic in my Etsy store, but I'm hoping to get these puppies in there and get some stock and then really start advertising or something. I just don't think it's worth advertising or pushing the Etsy store right now when there's so little in it, you know? But I will keep building stock. And you know what? I can't remember why I was saying this. I was saying this for a reason. that I'm trying to get these birth month journals in the store. Oh, Ink and Page, Debbie at Ink and Page got October's kit done really early this month. And yeah, this is me running off on a tangent because, you know, that's what I do. But October is marigolds, and I have it all printed. Oh, those are the mistakes. Well, here is me showing you the mistake pages. But I have the whole thing printed and ready to go in the October file, and all the little bits and pieces cut out. I'm quite excited about the October kit. I don't think I'm going to aim for 3 in October, just because I'm not pulling off 3. I'm barely pulling off 2 in a month. I think I'm going to put this label down there on the bottom. It will give a bit of a start point for the flowers that I just put on, and it'll draw the colors together, and it adds to the industry feel a bit. And I pinched my tape closed. Anyway, I was mentioning the Etsy store for a reason. I don't remember what the reason was, but keep an eye on the store if you're interested in buying one of these journals. Also, if you're interested in a particular month, birth month journal, say for yourself or for gift giving season that is coming around the corner, let me know what it is you're looking for, because I don't have the first 5 months of the year in there at all. I don't think. I don't remember. But I know the Made journal, I don't remember how many I made, but I know that at least one of them sold instantly. Like, I don't know that I even got it on the shop and it was gone. And I need to go back and make January through April some more. Those are already sold and gone. So I'm going to try to get every month on there for holiday shopping. But, I mean, I'm running out of time, right? So if you have one in particular that you want for holiday shopping and or for gift giving, please let me know. That is not the marker I wanted, or the gel pen I wanted. That was way too silver. I bet I wanted this one, and it's, look how empty this puppy is. I'm just adding some scribble lines. That is all I'm doing right here, just to join the bits and pieces together. And of course my pens are running out and not working. Of course they are. There we go. I didn't want to use straight up black, but there you go. There you have it. It happens. Okay. I'm just going to do that. No, I'm not going to just do that. I'm also going to do it up here, just a couple of swoops. Because now it's joined. Okay, there we go. That page, this page needs something too. We got nothing going on right here. I don't know what to put there. Let's see if we can make it stupid simple and just use, let's see if we can just use a sentiment. Can we just call this the happy page? You know darn well I'm not going to be happy with that. Ha 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 ha. Let's try snipping here and here. I'm going to leave the lines straight. I can't remember what color edging we used on this. I think I will try some blue. I'm pretty sure this is a color I used in here. If you want to know, this is called Faded Jeans. This is the Distress Oxide. And when I just want to edge, I just do that, sliding the paper right on the pad. Too many icicles. I don't think I want to use this anymore. Any other pieces that would look good that aren't too snowy? Actually, this little guy. Let's see if we can get this on there somewhere. Yipes, man, yipes. Can this be on the happy? What do you think of that? I don't like that layout. What do we think of this? And I'm sliding off the camera again, I'm sorry. I kind of like that, and I think I'm going to do it because this is something I don't think I've ever done before. This is like trailing rectangles. And I don't think I've ever, I can't remember ever doing trailing rectangles as a design element. I have done it as a pocket element, so it's kind of like a waterfall, right? But I don't know that I've ever done it as a design element. There we go. And I dropped my cover to my glue on the floor and it bounced away and I don't see it anywhere. Alrighty then. Well, who needs to cover their glue anyway, right? It'll only go dry and be wasted. I'll do that. Okay, so there it is, trailing off, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the trailing rectangles, and I'm going to leave this just as it is. That's enough of that. I'm going to leave that as it is. Certainly could add more to it, but not every page needs to be detailed, right? Some can be super simple. There's an envelope with something in it. And I think I'm going to leave this alone as it is because this invites to add tons more too. This needs something. I kind of like this flower on there, only backwards. I'm going to tear off this bit. And take a look. Oh, I'm going to have to tear this down a little bit if I want this to be where I'm putting it. Oh my. Okay, how about like that? So that makes no rhyme or reason, right? There is nothing, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to this. And I'm going to do it anyway. And that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of the way things are. They don't have to make sense. They just have to complement each other somehow. Shapes and colors and what have you. So let's have the stem of the flower match up with the stamping. And then this sticks out. Oh my gosh, this sticks out just the tiniest hair of a bit. I'm going to trim that off even with the page. And then we're going to leave that alone. I just love that. All right, and I think we're going to just leave this. Oh, there's another bit across there. So can we / should we mimic what we just did by putting this guy coming out of the top or hanging down from the top, or the other way? Oh, that way looks good. If I tip it up a little bit. I like that one if I tip it up a little bit. I'm not going to cut this one until after I have it glued in place. Ah! They're leaping. So I want the open flower on the top, and the little buds that go with it are kind of hanging down from it, and that looks pretty cool. And what I like about doing this kind of thing is that this now mimics the other side of the page where we just did the similar thing, right? Oh my. Oh my. Okay, I'm going to have to do this way. There we go. And I'm going to trim off a little bit right here. So look at the tiny scraps we're using. This is all that's left of the kit that I had pulled together for this particular journal. Little tiny scraps of stuff. And you can use them. There's all kinds of places you can put little tiny scraps of stuff. This needs something, although I'm not really sure what. Should we just put a word? I don't think so. That looks dumb. Should we put some candles? No, that's too much. Should we put... What if we just put a couple of swirls at the bottom of the key or something? Actually, I kind of like that, but they're not the right color for this. So what if I take, I better move the book aside or I'm going to screw this up. What if I take a marker, permanent style marker, and color some of these sapphire blue? Let's do that one, and we'll do a simple swoop or two. And do an opposite direction one. And do a little swoop. Let's do a super fancy swirl. We're just making blue stuff now. Sapphire month. Can't help it. Things need to be blued. Is this enough blue options? I don't know. That might be enough blue options. So I have blued some of these nail art swirls. They're probably too wet for me to be touching them, and I'm going to touch them anyway, and then I'm going to get blue all over the place because I'm too impatient. The reason I like this is it's mimicking the swirls that are in the key, so it's still very Victorian looking, right? But I'm not sure how I want to go about doing this. I think I just thought of something. Okay, so let's see. Let's try this. So these are a little bit thicker. These are really dimensional, which is why I could color on them. and have them come out nice like that. Let's see if we can get this to sit near the bottom of the key. Of course we can. And then I'll have a totally different shape going out the other side of the key. Let's turn it this way. And then, because we have to do odd numbers of things, let's do an uppy swirl. That is my term, uppy swirl. You call it whatever you want. You don't have to be quite as technical as I am. Oh wait, that wasn't technical, was it? Okay, you don't need to be quite as goofy as I am. But there we go. How about that? Now, we have two things that we need to repeat other places in this book. One is this, and one is some more of the little cogs. Because if we don't repeat this, it just won't look right. I'm not entirely sure it looks right now. Right now. Should I put a blue swirly up here somewhere? Again, to mimic and carry over the color, I think I should. How about if I take that super detailed one? And put it, turn it over, first of all, because I like it this direction better. If I'm going to put it up in that corner. And what if we put it up in this corner? Just as a tiny element, but kind of by itself. I don't like it by itself. It's actually too small. So I'm going to add this guy to it. Make it, see if I can make it look like it's all one thing. Right? But so I'm really going to push it into the corner with that other piece, but it'll make it look bigger. There we go. No, that's not working. Okay, I am not happy with that, but I think I can use another piece and fix it. Let's see if we can. So I'm going to take, I think, this tiniest piece right here. I'm going to take this tiny little swirl, and I'm going to turn the book upside down, and I'm going to tuck this right here. And I'm going to bend it a little extra. No, it didn't stick. Okay, stick. It helps if you actually hold on to it properly. Bend, bend, bend. There, I've curled it a little extra. Now what do we think? I am happier with that now. Yep, I'm happier with that now. I think I'm going to leave that. If I don't like it later when I do my flip through, I might end up putting a little tiny blue sapphire gem right there, because I do have flat back rhinestones. And I think maybe it needs one. But, you know, maybe not. I'm going to leave this simple for now, because I don't want to copy exactly what we did in the other signature. If I need to come back to this, I will, but I might be just keeping it that simple And cause look at the next page. It's got a lot going on. I don't think I'm going to add anything to this page because, like I said, it's got a lot going on. And again, I think I'm going to leave that simple for the same reason. This card could use something, but then again, not necessarily. This is one of the ones I have a problem with, or one of the problems I often have is more accurate, is that sometimes it's nice to leave things simple. Don't get over fussy. And I kind of like just the way this looks by itself. So I'm going to skip a bit. An unclosed pocket. Do I want to add closures to this pocket? I think I was going to do Velcro. So, what could we do here? We could do some more of these thingies. I could put one there and one up there. And put 2 Velcro dots on this to close it, and then do the same thing on the other side. Not this side, I mean the other half of the pocket, which is over here. Orange and blue go together. Let's see what it looks like if I put blue on there. That's too bright. I don't like it on here. I don't know. I'm going to leave these 2 pockets alone for now too, because I'm not sure what I want on them. This whole pocket needs something going on. I must have accidentally skipped this page because I don't like this one little bit. Is there something larger in the blue/blue purple department? Oh. What about these guys? They don't show up that great on here. I don't see anything that looks like an aster. I don't see anything that looks like a morning glory. Here, this one is just a plain generic flower. Could we do something with this on here? Like, I wonder if we could just take a torn out bit of lined paper. So whoever owns this journal in the future can write on the pocket if they so choose to, and what they so choose. Right, just like that, and then I could tear this edge off right here. To have that sit in there. And then it's going to need edging on it because it just doesn't stand out very well as is. So let's get some edging on it. Oops, stay in camera, lady. You're filming right now, remember that. You would think talking out loud and talking to myself, or talking out loud, would mean I know that I'm on video. But I talk to myself while I'm creating. The words might be different, but I'm still chatting away. Usually talking to my cat more than talking to myself. But I am still just chatting away as I work, whether I'm filming or not. So what if we do that, and then we're going to add this thing, quite possibly anyway, to the side of it. Oh, that doesn't look so great. What if we did it to the bottom like this? That's better. I think I'm going to do that. There's another new thing I don't think I've ever done, is putting a label on a tuck spot and letting the person who gets the journal label the tuck spot. But why not? You just never know what people will want to do with these journals, because they're so flexible. All right, there's that, and this already has glue on it, but I don't really trust it. It's not particularly strong, I don't think. And this is I don't know if this is plastic or wax or something, but it's a waxy plastic, and I don't want it coming off. So, squash. Squash. Yep, I like it. And that adds some of the blue in. That's a really smoky blue, but it at least gets it in there. And this whole page is smoky, and it's got this smoky blue in it too. So I like pulling the color from here to here. I thought that was something on the page, but it's actually part of the page. All right, now what do we got? We have just a fake stitching up the side. This could totally use a thing. What have we got? I do have the stamping line that I haven't done yet. But I don't know if just adding another dimension of stamping is the way to go. I am going to add it. Because it is a different line, and I want to add another color, so I'm going to do that, and then we'll see if it needs to have something else added. I'm glad I added it. It's fine, but it's not really doing much for the whole scene, right? So I'm definitely going to want to add something else, and something a little down here, or a strip of something up this way will be the way to go, but I'm not sure what. Oh, well, okay, so this is completely ridiculous of me, because I have this over here, and this was supposed to be for this journal as well, and I have these blue flowers, so I wonder if I can make another mini flower scene. I don't think I can pliers these. I mean, tweezers these. I think these would just end up sticking to the tweezers. So if I start at the top, can I flower? And then let's put a little cluster out the top. Whoops. Gosh darn it, am I gonna wreck this? didn't wreck it. Well, okay, I didn't wreck it yet. There we go. I don't like the angle I have this at. Gosh darn it. These are fussy little thingies. Okay, maybe I have to tweezer this one because it's too little for my fat fingers. There we go. All right, that's what I wanted. Now, maybe we do, how about if we do this cluster of white flowers? I don't even know if these are going to show up on this paper, but all they might do is give some dimension. I mean, who knows? Tone on tone. I like tone on tone, really. And I'll overlap it a little so you can see something's going on, even if you can't tell what it is. What do we got? Oh, all we got on the screen is glare. That's no good. All right. Also, how much time have we got? Oh, I've gone way over an hour. I've gone over an hour now, people. So I'm going to go back to what I said. I'm going to finish this one up on camera. I'm going to do the other one off camera. I will show you the final results in the flip throughs. And I will move a little faster with this one because I kind of know what I'm trying to do right now. I'm going to grab one of these clusters with white and blue. Put that down here. Let's add a little pink leaf. Gosh, if you're still watching and you've watched me mumble and bumble and go on screen and off screen and what have you this whole time, I sure am amazed. And thank you for hanging out with me. Hopefully you've done some skipping around instead, because that would be a little less boring. But like I always say, I hope that this is offering some inspiration, right, for your own art. Whether you like what I'm doing or hate what I'm doing, it can be inspiring either way. Oh my gosh, I love that. I want to do that. And then you go try your hand at it. Or, oh my gosh, that's horrible. What was she thinking? I would never do that. And then you go off and create your own art and remember to never do that, whatever that is. Oh, there we go. Nice and heavy at the bottom. And I think that's what I'm going to do right there on that page. Just a flower cluster that kind of vines up and gets lighter at the top. The white ones are giving it dimension. It's hard to see on screen, but I like it anyway. And then we just have the back. This has a copy of the same thing we have in the front pocket. There's the second card that isn't finished. So I'm going to end here, actually. This is the Industrial Revolution September journal. And I'm going to go finish up the naturey, foresty journal for September. And I'm going to finish the 2 cards in here that aren't done. Well, I don't understand me sometimes. But that's a peek into final details, all the tiny bits. Thanks for hanging out with me. Please leave questions, comments, etc. in the comment section. And like or subscribe, please. Okay, thank you. Bye.